All right, we're live. Hey guys, how's everybody doing out there? Gonna make another video. Y'all are gonna get sick of me. I mean, you just don't watch the damn shit. You know, what the hell? Hey Jonesy, how's it going, man? Okay, so today, here's what we're gonna do. We're actually not gonna cook. Um, I'm going to make some salsa, which though I'm pretty much from Texas, I claim to be. I was born in Massachusetts, but I got to Texas as quick as I could. Um, this is a staple in Texas. We, like the Frank's Red Hot sauce lady, we put that shit on everything. So, I'm going to make my version of salsa. I've got some nice fresh garden tomatoes that I just picked out of my garden. This is kind of probably the last of the season. Some of them have got some bad spots on them, so we're going to trim those out. And I highly suggest, if y'all don't already have one, go get one of these food processors. They make life so much easier, especially if you're doing stuff like this, like salsa and things like that. So you're not spending a ton of time chopping all that. Who needs all that bullshit? So, okay, so we're going to get underway here. I've got, I don't know, a little over a dozen or so tomatoes over here on the cutting board. Let's move this over here where you can see. Tilt the camera down just a little bit. All right. There we go. I'm kind of liking this tripod, guys. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to pop the stems off of them, kind of cut the cores, trim off some of the bad areas, and drop them in one at a time. Some of these got a little bit of a tough skin on them. I screwed up and I forgot to water, and so it kind of doesn't affect the taste very much, but it does affect the texture and how pretty they are. They're not very pretty. So we start off with the tomatoes. Like I said, we're just going to chunk them in. I'm cutting the cores off, although you probably really don't have to. A little bit of a bad spot right there. Core out of that. Alrighty. What do we got in the comments here? Hey, Rooster, what's happening, man? Actually, all I should do is I probably should do this on StreamYards, although I'm kind of running out of time on my StreamYards. But I probably should do this on StreamYards. That way, y'all can come in and I can actually have somebody to talk to while I'm doing this. So we're just going to keep dropping these tomatoes in here. The ones that look real good, we're just going to drop them in whole, not even worry about it. Some of these, the skin's kind of a little shriveled up on. We're kind of going to take a peek at them. Yeah, they smell okay. And like I said, all I'm doing is I'm trimming up the bad spots. Pull all the stems off. Cut the cores. Alrighty. And we're just chucking them in the food processor over here. So let's turn this over here so you all can see. Okay, so we got them in the little Cuisinart, and we're just going to pull it. I don't want them finely chopped. So we're going to couple times. I don't want them pulverized, but I do want them chopped up pretty good. So I'm going to take that out. Got a big bowl over here waiting for it. I'm going to dump that in there. Okay. Now the next thing we're going to do, let's clean up our mess here on the cutting board. Okay, and I'm going to save this for the refuge. Okay. So I went to the local Walmart this morning just because I didn't want to go across town to the market. We have a fresh farmers market someplace in town almost every day of the week. But so I picked up a red onion. Picked up a yellow onion. A nice big batch of cilantro. And a couple of limes. And because I could not get, for some reason, my Walmart was out of jalapenos, which I like to throw at least one good jalapeno in. Couldn't get a jalapeno, so we got an Anaheim instead. And we're going to probably use a good majority of that. I'm going to reach here behind the camera where you can't see. We'll need those. And I have in this little package here, I have some fresh garlic. Always got to put fresh garlic. And I like a lot of fresh garlic, so several cloves. Here. Okay. What I have in my hand here, I have about 6 cloves, about medium size to large. So I'm going to start off, we're going to peel those real quick. And here's the easiest way to peel garlic, guys. You just take the garlic, the clove, squeeze and twist, and that skin comes right off. See that? See how easy that is? Yep. Just kind of give her a little squeeze and a little twist. And that skin comes right off of it. You can even put it in a Gerber baby food jar and shake it up real good. That'll knock the skins off. Nice reference there for those of you Stoner Van Houten followers. Okay. Another clove of garlic in the pot. I'm going to continue to peel these. Like I said, they're fairly easy to peel. Okay. And if you get just a little bit, you're never going to notice it. It's going to be pulverized by the time you process it. So, I try to be real careful and get all the skin off, because that doesn't taste very good. But like I said, if a little bit mixes in, hey, that gives it the homemade thing. You know. Okay, so now let me turn the camera this way. Cutting board. Um, we're going to take our cilantro, and I'm just going to cut off a nice big chunk of it, about a handful. Cilantro gives you that Mexican flavor, okay? I'm going to cut the Anaheim. I'm going to leave the seeds in it, and I'm just going to kind of coarsely cut it up. Boom, boom, boom. Maybe a little down the center. And we're going to drop that in the pot. Okay? Drop that in the pot. Now, a red onion. I'm going to chop a little off there. Chop a little off there. Take this very first peel. Peel this off, leaving a good majority of the onion. Okay. Maybe hit it one more time, just so it's kind of quartered. Okay. In the processor it goes. Same thing with the yellow onion. I'm going to cut it in half. Okay. Here's a trick about onions. If when you cut it, you place it face down, the cut edge down on the cutting board, the stuff that makes you cry in an onion is on that on this facing here. This is what makes you. It's not, it's not capsaicin, but it's I don't know what it's called, but that's what makes you tear up. So if you place it face down, that doesn't have a tendency to spread and fly all over the place and get in your eyes and make you cry and act like a baby. So that's just a little tip. Peel that off. We'll cut that again. Maybe again. Maybe again. Okay? So we got about a handful of onion. Alrighty. Now, I'm going to reach into my cabinet of tricks, and let's see here. We're going to add a little bit of Italian seasoning. Let's hand the camera back over this way. Okay, we're going to add a little bit of Italian seasoning, maybe about a tablespoon. Okay, yeah, maybe about a tablespoon, maybe a little less. Alrighty, I'm going to add that, and I'm going to add some fresh or ground cumin, about the same, about a tablespoon, maybe a little more than a tablespoon. Okay. The next thing we want to add to this is some salt. I like this Morton's sea salt. And there again, about a tablespoon. That'll help to kind of grind that stuff up a little bit. Alrighty. So that's all in there. Let me rinse the top of this off real quick. Alrighty. Put our lid back on the processor. Now, we're not going to run this. We're just going to pulse it. want to break that stuff down till we get it. We don't want it fine, but we want it soft. Till it's about that consistency. Okay? That's about the consistency we want. Now I'm going to take my red spatula here. Another tool that I suggest you have. Nice flexible red spatula scraper. Not every kitchen has it. Okay. Now I did leave the seeds for that Anaheim pepper in there. And I did that on purpose because that will add a little bit of heat to the salsa. And that's what we want. So I'm going to take that. Of course, we don't need the blade in there. Oh, this smells. I wish you guys could smell this. This just smells so fresh and fantastic. All right. So we've got all the onion and cilantro and all that good stuff in here. And then we're just going to give it a good mix. Stir it around real good. And it's really more of a pico de gallo than it is a salsa because I didn't chop the tomatoes real fine. So there's that. Okay. And now the last little thing of that is we're going to put some lime juice in there. I'm going to probably use the juice of one whole lime. Slice that. Okay, so I'm going to put the juice of a whole lime. I take a fork and I squeeze it and kind of go around because I am too cheap to go buy a juicer. Okay. There's the other half. Okay. I'm going to rinse my hands off. Alrighty, we're going to take our fork, give that a good stir. Y'all see that? Okay. And every good cook got to get a taste. Holy shit. Yeah. Ah, okay. Well, that poblano had a lot more of a bite to it than I thought. It's actually perfect. It's really good. What you can do if it doesn't have enough heat is you can add a little bit of hot sauce. I don't need to on this. It's got the perfect amount of heat. So that's just a quick, easy way to make kind of a pico de gallo salsa. And I'm going to jar this up, and I'm going to bring some over to Bruce and Patty, and get their opinion on it, along with a small bowl of the fried cabbage I did last night. Let them get a little bit of a taster, and see how it goes from there, guys. Let's see what's happening in the chat. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, guys, there it is. There you have it. That's my take on salsa verde, or not salsa verde. Damn it, Izzy. My take on just on salsa, it's almost like I said, I like mine more of a pico de gallo kind of texture, so I leave it a little bit chunkier. If I really wanted it like a paste um, picante sauce, I would process it a little bit more. Um, but yeah, and there's nothing like fresh. It's got to be fresh, guys. It it tastes so much better. Yeah, I think he likes cheese. Okay, Trekker. Just not so much prison cheese, which I can't say that I blame him. Um, but yeah, yeah, it's the prison cheese is the issue there for him. Hey Jonesy, how you doing, buddy? I may just because I got this new camera and I'm really wanting to try it out. I'm really liking the tripod. I may go ahead and do a StreamYard here in a little bit. I don't know though. I gotta look and see how much time I have left. I don't want to use it up. Um, and I'm really not at the point this month where I can afford to go ahead and buy the package deal. Um, I am going to eventually because I've seen with Stoner that it really kind of pays off. You can go live and not worry about how much time you spend on it. And there's a lot of nice little features that StreamYards does that YouTube doesn't have. So, yeah, this new camera is really, really awesome. I really like it. It was well worth the money I spent. And then I spent another $20 on a tripod, which that helps to kind of give a better view of the house. Like I really want y'all to see my dirty house, but oh well. It is what it is, guys. This is what happens when you live in a confined space. Um, Queenie's haunting to go outside, so let me let her out real quick. Okay, you can go outside. Go on. Problem is, look, she wants to go outside and lay down. And unfortunately, I can't leave her out there without being supervised. Okay, let's see here. Let's see if it'll fit in this container. It really needs to be chilled. It would be a lot better if it was cold. But it is good. It is good. My little spatula. Let's see if I can do this without spilling it all over the place. but I got just the right mix of everything in here. It really, really has a great flavor. Okay, there we go. I want to get that in your eyes, guys. That Anaheim really has a kick to it. Really has a kick to it. Okay. Oh man, that's good. That'd be great with chips and salsa or chips. I'm gonna throw this in the refrigerator, let it get cold, and then probably run over and visit the Van Houten. My mother's family are still on the East Coast, and during the late '60s, early '70s, my cousin George lived in Cambridge, and the story goes, I don't know how true it is, the story goes that he lived upstairs from Joe Perry and Steven Tyler. So, kind of a connection to the band. Oh. Even though I'm not a huge fan of Steven Tyler himself, personally, but I love his music. So, just had to say that. Man, I can't get over the look on that camera. That thing is just so awesome. Compared to the cheap camera that's on the laptop, man, that camera is just fantastic. It's so much different. Alrighty, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this short. I'm gonna call Miss Ann and find out what they're doing, and if they're not busy, and then bring some goodies over. Probably gonna take Queenie with me so she gets a chance to go run around in the yard because she doesn't really get a chance to run around here much. So, but thank you guys for joining me this afternoon. Like and comment. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I got to get used to saying that. But anyhow, like and comment. Hit the subscribe button if you like. If you like what you see, come back and visit me again. I'm going to try to do a series of this stuff. I'm eventually going to get around to my mother's potato salad, which is a pretty big process. I'm going to do a cornbread video. I know Bruce has already done one, but I'm going to show you how I make mine. I'm going to do a chicken enchilada, maybe. Probably during the fall, I'm going to do a beef stew and a tortilla soup, and then whatever else I can think of along the way. Okay, again, thank y'all for joining me. Appreciate y'all stopping in, and we'll see you again soon.